comparison. Let's go and hit on the cameras now. Now, as I stated before, triple camera setups on both. This iPhone 12 Pro has the wide-angle lens, telephoto lens, and ultra-wide sensor with that LiDAR sensor. With the Samsung Galaxy S21 has that wide-angle lens, ultra-wide sensor, then the telephoto lens as well. Now, in terms of the camera UI, as most of you already know by now, you're pretty much going to be getting almost the same thing, but there is a pretty big difference. The Samsung Galaxy S21 does have that 8K capability. The iPhone 12 Pro does not have 8K, it can only tap out at 4K 60, but still 4K 60 on both, but you do have that 8K capability in the S21, so keep that in mind. 4K 60 on both on the front as well. I will tell you the S21 will give you more features overall for that camera than the iPhone 12 Pro for sure, so that's a pretty big thing to keep in mind. Now, I will be doing a full camera comparison between both these phones, but I can definitely tell you I've been using the 12 Pro as a main device for a couple of months now since it came out, and I think this camera is perfect enough for my needs. Anything I've ever done with this camera, it was perfectly good. It's expected. I know the quality that I'm getting almost every single time I use this type of camera. Funny enough, for this is like pretty decent lighting I have right here, and anytime, maybe it's like what I'm filming or something, but it makes everything look so grainy. But I think the iPhone 12 Pro's camera overall is pretty good. And one thing I've always known about Samsung on their side is pretty much they like popping out colors. They like making the colors look more vivid and more colorful. I think the ultra-wide sensor overall, zooms out more on the Samsung Galaxy S21 than on the iPhone 12 Pro. So that's maybe like a minor thing to keep in mind. I think the quality is good and great on the S21. I don't really know if one is a crazy big difference though. Mostly the main thing that I see is the 8K capability here, but we had that last year too. It is a pretty big difference, but it is still something that's kind of in its infancy. So I think quality wise, you'll have to wait for my full camera comparison. But I think when it comes down to both of these, maybe the S21 is better because it has more features and stuff. But I think the 12 Pro's camera is still really, really good for sure.